The ancient Greeks wore on the moon ancient spacecraft technology, and Lucian, who took 7 days to reach the moon. He went in a ship, a craft that was carried by the wind for 7 days and nights, and on the 8th day he reached the moon. And by the way, that's how long modern manned spaceships can take now to go to the moon. He entered a well that had mirrors on top and could see the whole Earth. This is an ultra-modern telescope that man has not yet built, because with it he could also see people on Earth. That's how very well defined it was. The king of the moon was Endymion, who was taken from the Earth and taken to the moon, and they made him a king. It describes 3-engine aircraft, that's 3-headed flying vultures, describes modern binoculars they put on and took off from their eyes that anyone could wear, and they could see very far. Describes warriors with spacesuits that had 2-horned antennae. And this army was Phaethons, and because they were people like us, and the temperature of the moon is high, that is why they wore spacesuits. In ancient Indian epics, they mention the war between Greeks and inhabitants of the moon, and specifically mention that the leader of the Greeks was Hercules. Yes, Hercules of the time of the Argonauts. Now, what reason did the Indians have in their own text to mention Greeks specifically, and especially at war with the inhabitants of the moon? Well, remember, a couple of months back, I posted a video concerning the fact that from ancient Hindu texts, they state that they got knowledge of spacecraft engineering from the ancient Greeks, the Vimanas. Now, Lucian, of Greek origin from Samosata in Syria, lived in 120 AD. In his book, True History, he gives information that'll surprise you. Before 9560 BC, that's about 12,000 years ago, he said, I believe that the Greeks were world rulers and clearly had the ability and technology to travel all over the earth. And because there are many references from ancient Greek writers who wrote that there are people and buildings on the moon, that's where they come from, obviously. We still have a lot to learn. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.